Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in the Diary Room. Welcome to Post in the Diary Room. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the Postman. And today's delivery is simply a project titled The Heist by both Akol as well as Sipho The Gift. Now, this is a project that obviously dropped on the eve of Cotton Fest. I think the moments leading up to this project date back to 2023, and that was when they released the project days before the heist. And it's really safe to say that this concept has been alive in their minds for quite some time now. And judging by the duration of the songs, it does seem as though they actually went for quality over quantity because most of these songs are just under 3 minutes. Like I said earlier, it does seem as though the concept of this project has been in the works for quite some time now, with songs like Smoke as well as Mayday making the cuts. And I would assume that these songs will also use the skeletons to bring this project to life. But over this trap beat graced with hi-hats, Sipho, through a very flat and lazy tone, paints this image of him being on the grind, chasing the money and all the coins available in the world. As the song progresses, it does seem as if he takes a moment to step out of his Guluva conscious and actually explains why he is actually robbing people, with the love of money being one of his important reasons. And the use of certain production elements by Akol do elevate the thematic concerns that are raised throughout the project. One of the most important forces in PTA rap right now, Dazzle Nigga, he comes on right on par with the drums, and the beat drop catches him while he was already in the song. Because of all of that, Sipho then maintains the initial tempo brought by Dazzle Nigga, and what he then does is he stays for the idea of him being an apex predator on joints. Tyson Sabatelli at that point is introduced, rides the bounce, and what he then does is he goes on for a really long time. He had a really long verse on the song, actually the longest verse on the song. To give credit where it's due, I think the call up to have Tyson on the joint was a really smart one, because the joint is about these niggas then talking about them being apex predators, chowing niggas, they are referring themselves as beasts. Yeah, you pick and you pay, you play with the blood. It's actually on par with the fact that Tyson Sabatelli is a Brianyocha, and a nyocha is obviously a snake, and a snake is somewhat, or some of the snakes are apex predators. To be honest, the verse by Tyson Sabatelli was about a lot. It didn't really have a clear focus in comparison to the verse that Dazzle Nigga had, as well as the verse by Sipho The Gift, which is expected because he actually went for a really long time. More than anything, I would love to hear from Akol as well as Sipho The Gift and ask them why they actually decided to release singles post the album release itself, because half the time artists tend to release a lot of music leading up to the project, and once the project is out, they then promote the project as an entire body. But what they've done is they released the project, and even after the releasing the project, they're still dropping singles off the project. And I don't think that's wrong. I just want to know why they decided to do that, because like I said, most of the time it's music leading up to the release of the project, and then after the project is out, you move the project as one thing. It'll be interesting to actually get the insights regarding that. Big Dog is amongst the songs that dropped even after the release of the project, because Big Dog actually dropped on the same day as the project. You had the single Big Dog on the project The Heist, and then you had The Heist as the whole project that dropped on the same day, the 5th of April. So it was really interesting for me to see that, hence the question. But moving on to Big Dog itself, I think the build of the song is really theatrical. I think the song itself is very interesting, with the snare drum being placed as the focal of the song. You guys might clown me for this, but oh man, for me, this song, Big Dog, is amongst the best on the project because, wow, man, Sipho The Gift had a crucial lyrical display, unplayable, unfuckwithable out there. The lyrical display, especially the bar that was about Oscar De La Hoya, because he speaks about being boxed in, and we all know that Oscar De La Hoya is a boxer. And it's like, whenever you think about it, it's like, fuck, this nigga actually said that. Crazy, man. Crazy. The pen by Sipho The Gift displayed on that joint, it's peak. Even the fact that he played around with his vocals and the fact that he unleashed a different pockets while doing so. If I'm being honest, I find it rather unfortunate that Sipho The Gift classifies himself as an underdog despite releasing music on a consistent basis. But you know what? Game's the game. But on to more serious things. What was appealing to me was hearing Sipho The Gift rap in his native language. And on this song is addressing a really small boy, or Papa is really forward. This guy is like, where Papa Tessa great. What Sipho is doing with the young man is that he's just giving him free game. He's just giving him jewels as the hot man. And yeah, he's just telling him what he baba so Papa great. Just relax. Narratively, if he were then hops on and walks side by side with Sipho The Gift to reinforce what Sipho had said during the course of the listen. The beat on Black History is very bright for my liking. It's very like, I can't even explain it, but it's like I think it's an alternative. Yeah, it's very alternative to say the least. But the song itself does sound like a filler, and I think I'll just blame the beat because it makes the listen a bit unbearable if I'm being honest. And also, aesthetically, I think the beat doesn't actually complement the title of the song Black History, because when a song is titled Black History, you do expect something rather dark or something, like, I don't know, vibrant in a sense that it celebrates Black history, in a sense that it's all jiva and whatnot. But with this one, not feeling it. Matter of fact, I did enjoy the beat on Black Blood. This is what I expected to hear on Black. Oh, cause yeah, that beat is fucking crazy. You see, if we're talking beats, I think that is one of my favorite beats of all time. I know it's too soon. I've heard the project a couple of times, and now I'm putting that beat as the greatest beat of all time in South Africa. Man, that beat is just crazy, because that is also what nje coming off of Black History, and then you hear a beat on Black Blood. It's like, wow, even Sipho, oh my god, and then oh my. I was quite entertained by the resonance as well as the grime G all over the beats and G. Man, even the approach that Sipho had out there, it's really, really engaging. I loved everything about that song. I think also it's one of my favorite songs on this project. Particularly, it lies on the beat. The beat is a reason, it's a contributing factor as to why I like the song Black Blood, because yes, it sounds really dark, but it's not dark, it's hard, it's grimy, it's whoo. In terms of performance, this is the best performance by Sipho The Gift throughout the project. He's flowing on the beats, is seemingly gliding. He's just having a great time on that one. And you can tell that he enjoyed rapping on that beat. Like, you can just tell that guy was like, he was cutting in, and it's a pity that it was so short. It's definitely one of the songs that you never wish they were short. Sipho then takes us on a trip with this R&B cut, and alongside him is R&B artist Rhea Black. He tells us about this girl that relaxes him in every form, and to put it bluntly, the song is very deep and somewhat erotic if you're a horny bastard. I'm joking. Despite being great on the hook with her vocal expressions, Rhea then gets given the platform to lay a couple of bars, of which I thought it was cute for the most part, because the words were just being delivered the right way. They were just landing the right word. But I won't lie. The moment she said, and I got a fatty, I won't lie, I think that kind of tampered with the fluidity of her entire verse. Because I think if she stopped before saying, and I got a fatty, the verse would have just been too good. I can't help but compliment Pure for her insane form lately. She's been like on an insane streak. She's just been killing these features. She's positioned herself as a reliable collaborator for South African hip hop. The performance on Smoke sounded like just another day at the office for Sipho The Gift. But I won't lie, when Flo Jones Jr. came on, he kind of threw me off, because yeah, I thought his verse was just poor. The whole thing was just poor, because this is a cut that you expect him to shine on. To wrap us up, Black Portrait has horns and an African leader speaking, and this briefly is a song about the struggles that African people go through and how defiant they are and just come on top against all odds. Nothing much to the song, to say the least, but this is a great song to be placed as an outro. I think it's placed right where it should be. In my opinion, some of these songs don't even sound complete, to keep it a beat. However, conceptually, it is somewhat sound, because you still get the theme of the hustle and bustle, the money chase, and that also ties on with like the title of the project being The Heist. The sticking point concerning Sipho The Gift has to be the showcase of the range of flows. He was so good. This project gets a 6 out of 10. Sipho The Gift's The Heist gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Post on the diary, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment. Do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, I will see you on the next one.